Hi, this is Tina Hewitt, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Adelaide, Australia, and today I'm going to be making some Christmas cards. So I'll just show you the cards we're going to be making, and here they are. They're using the Season of Elegance suite of products, so there's nice stamp sets, dies, and there's also an embossing folder and some gorgeous paper that goes with it. So I'll just start with the first card. As I go, I'll show you the bits and pieces that I use to make these cards. So, okay, I put together a little kit of pre-cut card bases and most of the pieces so that it doesn't take too long to show you how I made all the cards. I do have written instructions of this, so I will show you how to where you can download the instructions for yourself with all the measurements and a list of supplies I use to make the cards. So this is the first one, and I was inspired by an American demonstrator. They have a different card size to us in Australia, so I adapted the measurements to suit our card size, and this will fit into a standard C6 envelope in Australia. So I've got my card base, which is a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock. Now, this is a standard. That's a standard size as an A6. I just trimmed off 3 centimetres, I think 2.5 centimetres of that front piece, and I actually used that to die cut this banner. And the banner comes from the set that goes with this thing. So the banner is in the let's grab that. So we've got the Peaceful Season dies, the Peaceful Season stamps there. The banner is the die from that one. Okay, I've got that. I've got an insert. That's just going to go into that one. And then I have got a circle that I punched out with a circle punch and a die cut from gold cardstock, gold foil, and my pieces of paper from that gorgeous set. Now this one's got, I could put that one like that. I might do that, or I could turn it over and put the plainer side on that. Gives a bit more contrast. That's what I did with this one. Because it's cut from a 12 by 12, it's not all one design over the whole sheet. It's got sort of marbled variations, so you'll get different results depending from which part of the paper you cut it from. So, okay, I've got my bits and pieces here, and I'll do some stamping first. So just leave that there so you can see what I was doing. So I've got my pretty peacock stamp pad. Just open that. Might need a bit of re-inking, but I think it'll be alright for this one. So I've got the tree that I used for that one. I'm just going to ink that up. Oh, might need a bit of re-inking. It's getting a bit dry. I'll go all over the stamp pad, make sure I've got enough ink. So I'm going to do one. It doesn't matter if I do it on an angle, you'll see in a minute. So I'll do one full strength over there, and yeah, and then I'll do one full strength to the side here. Now the other ones in here are second generation stamping. So what you do with second generation stamping is you ink it up, ink up the stamp off onto your paper, and then stamp onto your cardstock. And then that gives you the lighter variation. So it's very easy to think, okay, I'll stamp this one here and then I'll stamp over there. But what you've got to remember is if you do that, you're stamping half off the edge of the paper, and if you go over, you'll get a line. If you try, you'll see one. So I'm going to stamp this there. I'll do, I think in the background, I might do one more because that looks a bit lonely on its own. I'll just do another one like that. Then create a forest in there. So that's that one. While I've got the stamp pad out, I'll just use my daubers. I have got one for peacock. This is an optional thing. I do it on some of my cards, but not all of them. I just sponge the edges, takes off the white edge of the paper, and I do that on the pattern paper. We call it Designer Series paper or DSP. I'll just get places there. Now you might get, it does chew your dauber up a little bit, so they don't last forever, but if you're fairly careful, you can make it last for quite a while. So just put a little bit of ink on the edges just to remove the white edge. As October, you can use the sponge. You can use the cheap makeup sponges. That's an option. Very cheap, and they work exactly the same. What other things do I need to put an edge around this one? I use that one, that side. And this doesn't show a lot on this colour, but depending on how much ink you put on, depending whether you'll see it or not, because it's the dark colour paper there. And then I can find one little bit. It's gone. No, can't have gone very far. There it is. This little bit. I have to stamp the greeting on that. Just before I do that, well, I've got my dauber, I'm just going to go around this banner, and then I'll stamp the greeting. Then I'll put the card together. That won't take very long. So now I'm just going to bend this a little bit just to get a little bit of ink on that corner there. Just get ink on that corner there, right? Okay. Now the greeting I've got is joy and love to you. That is from the Peaceful Season. Yep, the Peaceful Season. That's that. Just going to bring it down just underneath me so I can see. It might be out of shot, sorry. I've just got to get my head over make sure I line it up more or less straight. Look. That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, now I can put this away. And that's my stamping done for this card. So let's grab a paper towel and let's see if I've got any wet ink here. Shouldn't be. Might be a little bit damp. Sorry. Okay, now I've got the front. I'm going to use glue to stick the designer series paper on the card, because with the glue you've got a little bit of wiggle room. You can put it on and you can just sort of slide it so it's in the right place. I do use a tape runner which is called Stampin' Seal. That's it. You can use that. You can use double-sided tape, whatever is your favourite adhesive. I put the insert piece in here. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to stamp the tray on the inside. Did that there. Right, okay. Changing tactic. I've got to stamp this one. Small tray. Same colour. These trees have different. If you look on the label, they've got different tones in them, so it's not meant to be a solid shape. So I'm just going to stamp this here. Sorry, I'm a bit off screen, but I'll show it to you in a sec. There we go. Right. I might just grab my Stampin' Scrub to clean my stamps, because I know what I tend to do, and I don't know if you do this as well. If you have stamps sitting around like that with ink on them, tend to put your white paper on top and you get smudges, or you put your fingers on it and you get smudges. So just clean my stamps. I use my Stampin' Scrub for the rubber stamps, and I've got the cleaner on it. We call it Stampin' Mist. That conditions the rubber. I don't use this for photopolymer stamps. I use my chamois for that, which I will grab now and clean the other one. So the chamois does stain, but that ink does not transfer onto your fingers or anything else. So, and that's just got water on it. That's all you need. Okay. Right, let's get back to this one. So now I'm going to stick this paper on the inside of the card. On the edge of the insert. Right, so I've got that there. That's there. And then on the front, this, can't remember what I used on that. That's a little while ago. I'd probably used the seal, but I'll try and use. Sometimes this doesn't like, the glue doesn't like the foil, but we'll see. There we go. Get that on there. Is that in the centre? Pretty close. Press that down. That there. Yeah. Well, that's just setting. I'll grab my ribbon. This is golden silver trim. I'm just going to make a bow. That's how I make a bow. Two bunny ears. So somebody showed me years ago how to make a bow. There's a couple of ways you can do this. Because I've got funny hands, I'll just have to do it this way. This way works bit better for me. 9 times out of 10. This might not be the one that doesn't work, but let's have a look. Okay. Oh no, it's coming together. It's coming together. Okay. Oh, it's a bit wonky. Let me see if I can tidy that up a bit. Just got to play with it till it sort of comes good. So, right, yeah, I think that's as best as it's going to get now. I've got to grab my scissors. Got my big ribbon choppers here. I don't need my glue. No, I don't think so. All right, let's have a look. Get that away. I need glue dots. I need dimensionals. Right, okay. So this is going to sit on the front like that with dimensionals. So grab my dimensionals. So what I'm just going to flip it over there. So I know I don't want to put dimensionals too close to that edge. So put one there. And then hope this works. Let's have a look. Okay. When I put things on the front, so we want it just a little bit up from centre on the bottom. So you've got a little bit more on the bottom than the top. That's an art rule, if you like. Right, now I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on that one. So just turn that over, see where I can put my dimensionals there. Oops. It's going to go to about there. Should I put one in the middle? Yeah, maybe. Okay, put one in the middle. Okay, that goes on there. Now I had to use a little glue dot, mini glue dot. If I've got any left on this one, or I might be getting close to the end. Right. Okay. Just rolling that up just slightly with my fingers, and I'm going to press the ribbon to the dot and pick that up and put that there. Right, now I need some bling. Here's my trusty take your pick tool. This is really handy tool. You can do so much with it. Okay, so I've got different size gems here. These are the gold textured adhesive back dots. Okay, I'm going to put one. I like to use the putty end, but sometimes the putty end doesn't work for big dots like that. Oh, got it now. So put one there, put a medium one, so I can pick that one up. Medium one underneath it. And a little one underneath that. sort of straightish. Yep. Put these away. I will use them on the next card, so hopefully won't put them too far away. And that's the first card. Oh, I'll just put the bow down a little bit, covering the greeting. So that's the first card. Right, let's take a sip of water. Okay, card number 2. A little bit of stamping and die cutting. So I've got my my mini cut and emboss machine handy for this one. I've done some of the die cutting and embossing. Oh, nearly. I have a gold star here. I don't want to lose that. Okay. This panel here was embossed using the absolutely gorgeous, this is called Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. So it's the 6x6 folder, and it's got these 3 lovely trees on. So I've used this one for the third card as well. So on this one I've just embossed a white panel, and that is going on the front of the card. Oh, I have a cat here. Do you want to go outside, sweetie? I think you should. Oh, there she comes. Come on. Come on. Why don't you pick her up and take her out? Sorry. Hurry. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. So I hope I haven't lost anything. Got my gold star, got a bit here. Yeah, okay. I seem to have everything intact. Funny when there's cats in your room, they like to inspect everything. So, okay, where was I? So that's for the front of the card. I did stamp on the inside card. The original, I'll do that one. And I used, they might have used old olive or my dried up mossy meadow stamp. This one's now nice and juicy. So I'll use mossy meadow to stamp the little trees on for the inside panel. So, yep. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm out of shot there. Keep doing that. Okay. Nice little row of green trees. Just put that over there. I have a big tree to stamp. A die cut, so I'm going to stamp it on this one here. Just put my other stamp over there, hopefully. Yeah, because this stamp is quite big and the block is as big as the stamp pad. Instead of picking up, you can do it this way, I guess. You can do it this way and go, but make sure you go all over them. You will get, just be careful with the edges of the stamp so you don't get a line. It's not going to matter too much in this case because this is going to be die cut. So I've just got this on a scrap of white. Get a few seconds to go on the paper. That's that one. That's all of the green that I'm using. Now I do have a little bit more stamping. Just a bit paranoid about these stamps. I'm just going to, oops, I'm just going to clean these. Got green ink on my hands. Okay, so that's the one. Go down there, and that's this one, and that one. Right, move my paper around a bit. Alright, now we've got a die cut. That'll do one more bit of stamping, which is the greeting. So I'm actually using this is called Wild Wheat stamp pad in colour. So it sort of gives a little bit of a goldy look to it. So I'm just going to bring this right over, look over the top of it. You might be out of shot, sorry. That's a bit high. I'm going to do it on, I'll turn it over and do it again. That's better. Right. Okay. Now I just need my scissors here. And I'm just going to just trim that size there. And so that's all my stamping done. Now a little bit of die cutting, so let's put that over there, that over there. So die cut this out, and I'm using the, so this is the Peaceful Evergreens dies. And the trays come from the Peaceful Evergreens set, so there's lots of lovely trays there. Okay. I'll grab my machine here. Right. Just going to put this on here. Just going to use a little bit of temporary removable adhesive to hold it. Hold on, you can use post-it notes. There. Just moved again. Okay. Right, let's put that through. Catch. Okay, so just remove that. then I'll put the die back in the sheet so I don't lose it. Okay. So I've got that piece. Now the Christmas, I've got, so with the Christmas, so that's from this die set, Peaceful Season dies. There's two parts to the Christmas. There's the word, and then there's like a shadow or the underneath layer. So, and the idea is to do contrasting colours. So I've already cut the gold, the underneath layer. So with the top one, to make it easier to stick onto the gold, I've put adhesive sheet on the back there. So then I'm going to run this through my little die cut machine. That here again. Put that there. Okay, run that through. So my die cutting this one. Okay, rearrange everything here. That anymore. Now get my take your pick tool because I'll need that for this. What happens here is the little dot on the eye. Yeah, that's still in the die there, so I'll just take the rest of the word out. I'm trying to do. Sometimes when you die cut, then the adhesive sheet remains in there, and you can just peel it off. Depending on the pressure of your machine, I guess. This one has cut right through the adhesive sheet as well. So I'm just going to peel that off now, very carefully, so I don't tear the die. And I'll start sticking this onto the gold piece. Might even zoom in a little bit so you can see. Maybe be able to see what I'm doing there. So this goes. I'm just going to start. Put the little C there. If you can carefully peel it off. It does stretch a little bit, so you just got to be careful. Right. So now, it's sticking to my fingers. So you just got to carefully move this around. And you put the bumps of the letters where they go on the gold. You could use your take your pick tool. Okay. Pair of tweezers maybe to help with this. And just keep going till you get to the end. Try and line and just push it back into place. So all the little bumps are lined up. Now I've got to get the little eye out, dot of the eye. Try and do, got that here. Okay, got it on my on the end of, take your pick tool, just put that there. Right, okay, once you've got the letters in the right place, give it a good press so it will sit there. Now I'm going to put my die back on the sheet, put that aside. I'll zoom out again so you can see the rest of what I'm doing. Put that there. Okay, now put together this card. Right, I'm going to first do the insert inside of the card. So this is a cherry cobbler card base. Very nice colourful Christmas cards. And Mossy Meadow, a good green to go with it, nice dark green. So on the front of the card I've got the embossed panel. I'll use the glue again for that. Stick that on there. It's got a bit of wriggle room to hopefully get it in the middle, more or less. Yep. Got a bit of glue on my fingers. Right. Okay, now what I did with the original card, I put the piece down the bottom. I might actually move it up a bit. I'm going to see if I like that better. I'll put it up about there. This is about the same width as the white. Okay. And then I'll see what this looks like there. Yeah. Maybe there. Yep. I thought it might be a bit more pleasing to the eye, slightly higher up. It's up to you. Oh, go down again, aren't I? Down on the lower end of the card. That's not straight. Let's move it up a bit more. Bit more. There we go. Alright. There, it's a little bit higher, not a lot. But that's it. That makes a difference. Okay. Now, so what I'll do, I'm going to use my glue dots. Hopefully I've got enough on this roll. Coming to the end of it, I might finish it. This. A bit there. Okay, and I'll put that about there. And then the other pieces I used dimensional and mini dimensionals. So I'm going to use a mini one on the star. Put that one top of the tree. Can't remember whether I used full size or I think I used full size ones on. But actually I might just trim this a little bit. Oh, I know what I did with this one. I Yep, wrong side, no. Anyway, okay. Now what I did with this one, on that one I actually used a dauber and went around the edges. So what I'll do, just grab my Mossy Meadow dauber. It's already probably got enough ink on it anyway. Yep, don't need to open the stamp pad again. Just put a little bit there. Turn it over. Make sure I put to make sure it's on the right side. Because remember I stamped the Mary a bit high on that side. I was nearly going to use the wrong side, but would it matter? Probably not. Okay, here we go. Put the Mary there. Got the Christmas. That's going to be a mixture of a large dimensional and I'll use the mini ones in between. There we go. That's enough. I'll take off the little bits here. And this one's nearly finished. Let's okay, now put the Christmas over there. And it'll bling again. Grab my bling. There's 3 different sizes of the dots again. Large one down the bottom. Personal preference. Medium one. Sort of over here. Oops. That there, and a smaller one in the top there. Gives a sort of rough triangle shape. That's a little arty idea to arrange things in triangles and also in odd numbers. So I've got 3 those dots on there, and that's the second card. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so now we're whip-roaring along. Move on to the third card, if I can find it. Okay, let's have a look. Here's the third card. Already started a little bit of embossing. So what I do on this, I've put I embossed a piece to the front, and I use sponge daubers. I stamped the talk tray for the inside, which I will do now. That's using Mossy Meadow again. Mossy Meadow. Have the talk tray over here. Okay. Tray and inside. I'll need that stamp pad open. Just clean the stamp again. go inside the card. Okay, on the front, I used Mossy Meadow and Old Olive, and I used Daubers. Got an olive. Got one for Old Olive. Now, what I did with this, Old Olive, he hasn't got labeling right. What I did with this one, started with the Old Olive. Put this up here so you can see what I was doing. And then I started just dabbing. You can sort of swish a little bit. Just on the raised sections of the embossing. Those areas. So you get a rough sort of tree shape. At the bottom bits. And so, and as you go up the tree, go in, you'll just do little bits on the side, and you'll get different results depending on how heavy you are, how hard you press, and whether you dab or twist the dauber. Got a couple of shadows from my light in my studio. Let's see if I've got this in the right spot. So I've got yeah, that's coming along quite nicely. So I've got a base layer of colour on the raised areas, and you've got a rough tree shape in the middle. Try not to go too blobby at the top. There we go, and we've got the trees joined up together at the bottom. Now I'll grab the Mossy Meadow. I'm just going to dab lightly, sort of a little bit, sort of bit down the trees and the middle, the trees here and there. Just add a little bit more depth and colour variation. So I've got sort of two tones of two shades of the same colour. Old Olive is a lighter version of the Mossy Meadow in colour. So now I've got that for the front. I have a bit of stamping to do with the Mossy Meadow. Grab that again. So this is a die from another set, which I don't have the set here. I do. Yes, it is. There it is. This is a die from Christmas Labels dies. So I've cut out this one here, and the greeting I used is from the Christmas Labels stamp set. So I'm just going to put that up lightly. Did I? What have I? No, that's all right. Okay. I might just get my head over the top here so I can see that I've lined it up. Okay. Oh, that's all my stamping. Just give that a few seconds to dry. when you've got a juicy stamp pad, you do your stamping, especially the dark colours. Just be mindful that it might smudge if you touch it too soon. It needs a bit more reclaim. And then that's frustration. Oh no, just done all that work and I've got a smudge on it. There are ways and means to cover up mistakes. Oh, now I need one more bit of daubering. My original card I used cherry cobbler. Oh, and the label. Sometimes these are a little bit hard to open. But now this should be true. I'm just going to put a little bit of the red, the cherry cobbler around the edges. Just tie the colours in from the card base. I tend to use not more than about 3 colours on my cards, so I don't want to get too busy, like monochromatic, or is it 2 or 3 colours? So a little smudge, that's alright. Okay, bring in the rest of my bits and pieces. So let's put this one together. Let's put the inside piece on first. Oh, look at that. This is how I get smudges on things. I get ink on my hands. Oh, show me. Right, okay, now here's a little tip that I do with making matte layers and putting ribbon around. So what I do is I'll stick this onto the matte layer using glue. Oops. That into place, yep. Now I have a piece of ribbon here. I don't like putting a lot of adhesive behind ribbon because sometimes it goes funny, it warps, or you can see it or something. So what I do is I'll grab my glue dots. I'm just going to put one on that end of the ribbon and one on this end of the ribbon. And I'm going to put that there. Just sort of wrap it around the back, fold it over so it's fairly tight. So it's, yep. So now I've just got the ribbon stuck there. Now I can stick this panel to the front of the card. So a rule of thumb with matte layers, if you're working in centimetres, which I am on this, each layer is half a centimetre narrower and shorter than the previous layer. So this card front is 10.5 centimetres by 14.5 13.8. The red layer is 10 centimetres by 14.3, and the white layer is 9.5 centimetres by 13.8. So half a centimetre down for each layer, and that's a rule of thumb. You can vary it if you like. If you're using inches, the Americans, what they do is they go down 1/4 of an inch. So for each one. So anyway, now I'm going to put these on with dimensionals. I'm going to put, I use the big dimensionals, put one on each corner. And then this is going to go over the ribbon. On the card. And then just got a couple more bits of bling to put on. Front like that. After this card, thought I'd bring in the Druzy adhesive back embellishments. I think this tones well with the ribbon. And just going to put 3 little dots. One there, there, and one up there. There was a tiny little smudge under there, but now it's gone. Can't see it. So there you go. That's one little trick. Doesn't matter that that is in a slightly different place to that one. Just however you make it work. Right. I think that's it. So that's the third card. Let me bring in the other cards. That one. And that one. Oh, okay. I think we're finished. I'll go over here. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope that inspires you to make your own Christmas cards. You can use your own supplies, but that gives you basic card design layouts, and you can use different colours, whatever. You don't have to use this, but if you wish to order the supplies through me, I will put a link in the description. Also put a link in the description to where you can download the printed instructions with photos, of course, and got all the measurements and the list of supplies that I use. So I hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.